Hello and welcome to today's practice. Today's practice is being held in the beautiful mountains of Idaho. I hope during our time together you feel peace and at ease, just as the mountains make me feel. We will start our practice in an easy seated position, making sure that our tailbone is nice and rooted with the earth and that our spine is nice, long, and tall. See if you can energetically reach the crown of your head just a little bit higher and start settling in with your body. To connect with your mind and with your body, start paying attention to your breath, taking big, deep belly breaths and using your breath to let go of any thoughts that are not necessary or serving you at this time. On your next exhale, go ahead and empty your lungs completely, and then we will inhale our arms up to the sky, energetically shooting power through your fingertips, taking your time, pausing at the top, maybe finding a back bend, and then exhale your hands down by your side. Keep syncing breath with movement, inhaling your arms up, and then exhaling them down by your side. Now one last time together, inhaling your arms high, and then as we exhale, we will drop to our right side, finding a side stretch. Using your inhales to find length through your side body and your exhales to maybe go a little bit deeper in this stretch. Keeping your tailbone connected with the earth and using your breath to stay with this very moment. On your next exhale, empty your lungs completely, seeing if you can take the stretch just a little bit deeper. And then we will inhale our arms up to the center, reaching high for the sky. And then as we exhale, we will drop over to the other side, keeping a nice solid connection with your tailbone and the earth. And again, using your breath to make this stretch even more comfortable and powerful. Take your time here, just feel it out and allow your mind to just be. Exhaling completely, and then as we inhale, we will bring our arms to center, reaching high, and then as you exhale, drop both hands down by your side, and then start to slowly roll your shoulders backwards. Take your time here, feel it out, and then switch directions, rotating your shoulders forward. Taking a big complete inhale, reaching the crown of your head high. Exhale, drop your left ear to meet your left shoulder. And then dropping your chin down to your chest, rotate over to the right side. Pause here for just a moment and then drop your head backwards, finding full neck circles. Feeling free to pause anywhere that there is tension and remembering to stay with your breath. Feel it out and give your body the time to speak to you. Whenever you are ready, go ahead and rotate the opposite direction. Taking one last full circle and then meeting in center, we will inhale our arms up to the sky, and then we will exhale them down by our sides, finding a tabletop position. Make sure that your knees are stacked directly under your hips and your wrists directly under your shoulders. As we inhale, we will drop our bellies and look up to the sky for a cow position. And then as we exhale, we will round our shoulder blades up and drop our neck for a cat position. Making sure that you continue to sync breath with movement here, dropping on your inhales and rounding up on your exhales. This time is now yours, so stay with your breath and keep your mind here. Go ahead and do one more cow and one more cat. Now taking your knees as wide as your mat and reaching our hips back towards our heels, finding a child's pose. Use your inhales to find length from your fingertips all the way to your tailbone. Maybe see if you can reach your fingertips just a little bit more forward. Keep your mind here and stay with your breath. On your next inhale, go ahead and come up onto your fingertips, and as you exhale, walk your hands over to the right side for a side stretch, using your inhales to find length and your exhales to let go and go deeper into the pose. On your next exhale, go ahead and walk your hands back to center, using your inhale to really find length and reach those fingertips forward, and then exhale, walk it over to the left side, remembering that you are in control here. You have power over your own brain, so keep your thoughts and mind here in this very present moment. On your next exhale, go ahead and slowly bring your hands to the center of the mat. And then as we inhale, we will reverse cat our way back to a tabletop position. Go ahead and extend one leg out at a time, finding your plank or option to find half plank here if this is not within your practice today. Remember to honor and respect the body. Taking a big complete inhale, and then as you exhale, reaching your hips towards the sky for a down dog. Option to pedal out your heels, or you can find stillness, yogi's choice. Just remember to stay with your breath and stay with this very present moment. Let any unnecessary thoughts just float on by. There is no need to hold on to them. You are free to find a child's pose at any point throughout this practice. If your body is asking for a break, go ahead and give it a break. Making sure you are actively and evenly pressing through all 10 fingertips. Stay with your breath and keep your mind here. On an inhale, reach your heels towards the ground, your hips towards the sky, and then as you exhale, slowly lower your knees down to the mat, and then reach your hips back towards your heels, finding a hero's pose. On your inhale, go ahead and reach your hands up towards the sky, and then exhale them down by your side. We will do this twice more. Inhaling up and exhaling down. You've got this. Using your final exhale to find a tabletop position, and then we will extend both legs out behind us, finding a plank, taking a big inhale here, and then as you exhale, slowly lower down to your belly. Now finding Sphinx pose with your forearms planted directly onto the earth, parallel with one another, and making sure that your elbows are stacked directly under your shoulders. Actively reaching your chest towards the sky and pressing through your palms. You can play around by maybe pressing through your pelvis or even pressing through the tops of your feet. Go ahead and bring awareness to your lower belly and your lower back. On your next exhale, go ahead and slowly lower to one side of your face, extending your arms out beside you. Imagining that you are giving the earth a big hug here, actively pressing through your palms. Now, switching over to the other side of your face, continuing to give the earth a big hug, staying with your breath and keeping a quiet mind. Go ahead and plant your hands under your shoulders and your toes onto your mat. As you exhale, go ahead and push yourself away from the earth, finding a plank, and then reaching your hips high, finding a downward facing dog. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and slowly bring your left leg up towards the top of your mat, finding a low lunge position. Taking your time to find center, to find balance, making sure your hips are in line with one another and that you are actively pulling both legs towards the midline. If you're up for the challenge, you can inhale your arms up to the sky, finding length and keeping your shoulders back in their pockets and also keeping your hips in line with one another. Stay with your breath and remember that you can do hard things. Keep breathing here. You are only getting stronger and you are allowing your body the space and time to let go of things that are no longer serving you. On your next inhale, you can maybe find a little back bend, and then as you exhale, go ahead and bring your hands down to your mat, and then we will drop our left leg to find a pigeon pose. Taking the time here to make sure that your body is comfortable and that you feel good. Option to bend your back knee if this doesn't feel good in your body, or you can even lay on your back and bring your left leg in towards your chest. Option to stay here, or you can bring your arms onto your mat and lay your forehead on your arms. Remind yourself that you are safe and that you have nowhere else to be but right here, right now. Using your inhales to take up space and using your exhales to let go. Let's slowly start to come out of this position by planting our hands and our right toes onto the mat. As you exhale, press the earth away from you and reach your left foot back to meet your right for a quick plank, and then reach your hips high for a down dog. Here you can pedal out your heels and bring life back into that left leg. Now reaching both heels towards the mat and then slowly bringing your right foot up to the top, finding a low lunge on the other side. Taking your time to find center and find your balance as there is absolutely no rush. Checking in with the alignment of your hips and making sure that you are pulling everything evenly to the center. Option to inhale your arms up to the sky, and regardless of where you are at today, keep your mind quiet and stay with your breath. Inhale, maybe finding a back bend, and then exhale, bringing your hands down by your side and dropping your right foot into pigeon. Taking your time getting into this position, ensuring that you are really comfortable, and then settling in with the mind, the body, and the breath. Option to lower down to your arms and make sure that you continue to stay with your breath. You are doing so great. Start to bring your awareness back into your body and then slowly come up onto your hands, planting your left toes behind you and then finding a plank, taking a big inhale and then on an exhale, reaching your hips up towards the sky, finding your downward facing dog. Now, big inhale, reaching those hips high, and then as you exhale, dropping your knees down to your mat, and then bringing them out in front of you to find a staff pose. Finding a solid connection with your tailbone and the earth, go ahead and inhale your arms up to the sky. And as you exhale, dive your chest forward, finding a forward fold, keeping a generous bend in your knees and using your exhales to find length through your spine and your exhales to let go and relax deeper into the pose. Option to drop your head and your neck here. Taking a full and complete inhale. And then as you exhale, slowly roll up to a straight spine, and then we will meet in an easy seated position. We will take 3 cleansing breaths to close off today's practice. So inhale, reach your hands up to the sky. Exhale out your mouth, bringing your arms down. Again, inhaling up to the sky. Exhaling powerfully out your mouth. One more time, inhaling up to the sky. And then as we exhale, we will bring our hands to heart center and then bring them up to our third eye. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today. Namaste.